Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your girl, Dr. Tawana Worlds, and I am coming by here with some IPAs. I'm coming by to bring this good news because we got so much news that is not good news, going around and enough to digest and be congested with. I came by here with some good news. This news is called IPAs, okay? I'm not allowing anybody to join my broadcast. I'm so sorry. But IPAs are income producing activities. Okay. Now that's the good news. We don't need to be wondering what's going on with Donald Trump. It is what it is. We don't need to be wondering what's going on with Puff Daddy. That is what it is. TD Jakes. It is what it is. And nobody else. We need to solely be focused on income producing activities, and that is where we are going to focus. That is where we're going to steer our focus. That is where we're going to delve our time. That is where we're going to pivot to. Okay. And that's what I wanted to come by here and share. What's going on, Janelle B? What's going on, Roll Tide? What's going on, fam bam? Okay, I don't want to be here long because I got a class that I got to jump off of here and go teach. But I wanted to come by here, like I said, with some IPAs. I want y'all to hashtag that so that you get it. Your hand is a digital recorder for your mind. So when I say put it in the chat, I'm trying to make it click in your mind, right? Your hand is a digital recorder for your mind. So when I tell you to comment, put something in the chat, all I'm trying to do is make it click. Okay? Make it click in your mind. Income producing activities. We don't need to be involved in activities that's going to devalue our life, that's going to diminish our time here on earth. Every day ain't promised. Let me start off with saying that. You got folks running around here living like tomorrow is promised and every day is not promised. I don't even get on social media anymore because it's like ever since March, April, people have been saying this loved one passed away and I didn't see this coming. And I'm telling you, it's all kind of different ages. This thing ain't out here discriminating. And a lot of people, are afraid to die. And I used to be one of those ones that is afraid to die. So I lived life slow in the slow lane. I did everything kind of, at my own pace because we have this mindset that we're going to live forever. And so when people do pass away, we are broken down in a way. And sometimes some people don't recover because they had this mindset that we live forever. We don't. I have come to realize with all of the deaths that have happened in my family alone in the last 4 to 5 years, in the last 2 years have been accelerated. I believe we were at 8 or 9 last year. And we just barely getting out of May, and we already at almost 8 or 9. Time ain't waiting on nobody. Time is fulfilling its purpose, and its purpose is to keep moving forward. There is no time that goes back. It only goes forward. there's no time that stops and takes a pause and take a breath and sit down and chill out. Time don't do that. So while we have time, we need to use our time wisely. And that either, serving your purpose, living your life, or serving your purpose. And one of those ways that you can actually do both, serve your purpose and live your life, is if you have the revenue to do so. Can't do nothing else without it. I've come to realize you cannot do anything in this life without having you some resources. Money or cash is king, but credit is power, hands down, all day long. Because you can run out of money and you can get more, but you're going to have to wait for it, hustle for it, grind for it, whatever the case for it. But with credit, if you don't have money, you can turn credit into money. Cash in on your rewards. Go buy something that produces income, monthly, residually, passively. You can take credit and get you some cash. You can go and swipe your card. You can do a withdrawal of cash from a credit card, something that is digital. You can't do that with cash. When you run out, you got to wait to payday or borrow it from somebody. You got to do some tips and tricks to get more cash. But you don't have to do that with credit. So we should be utilizing every opportunity. Yeah, if you like to get on and scroll social media, because that's the new drug. Social media is the new drug, and you're going to be one of the two types of people. You're going to be a consumer, where you just come to the internet and you consume, or you are going to be a creator, where you use the internet to create for those who like to consume. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? There ain't no in between. You either going to be a consumer or a creator. And since not only clout, but content is the new currency, why you ain't getting none? Why do you have a phone bill when you have a phone? And all you got to do is turn on the camera and record the tree and the grass and put a trending sound on that bad boy with some text. And now you got people following, commenting, liking, subscribing, beating the algorithm. And what happens in return? They reward you. They give you stars. They give you gifts. They give you access. They give you bonuses. They give you rewards for producing content, because content is the new currency. And guess where the content is at? Digital. Why? Because everybody got a phone, from the kids to the grandparents. Everybody practically has some form of social media. If it's email, I don't do, Facebook and all that, cool. Email marketing will run you up a big bag. Email marketing will run you up a big bag. Most people don't know that business owners is called the fortune in the follow-up. If I put something out there into the atmosphere, say, hey, it's free, I'm going to get a whole bunch of flies, because flies like boo-boo, okay? Free stuff. Flies are attracted to free. So I'm going to get a whole bunch of folks on my email list for free. Now that they're in my ecosystem and they don't belong to Facebook or Instagram, wherever I promoted my free product, now all I got to do is use ChatGPT, another digital AI platform, to say, hey, I gave everybody this for free. This is the name of what I gave them for free. It's a template. It's a guide. It's a resource list. It's a free checklist, whatever. I gave it to them for free. I got 1,000 subscribers. I would like to offer them something for the low, $7. What could I create to offer them as an upsell? for get it on my email list. They'll give me boom, 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 boom. Give me 10 ideas. Okay, there go to 10 ideas. Now, can you create one of the 10 ideas? I like this one. Yeah. I copy and copy what they created, take it to a Word doc, or either they tell me to create a video or something like that. Now I have something tangible to upsell them. And then I say, hey, next week, I want to upsell them into a workshop where we will go over what they just purchased since they're interested in this. The workshop is going to be $97. It's going to be 2 hours of my time and my expertise answering your questions, giving you the knowledge and the insight and the wisdom that you need so you can go off and be successful. Can you write me up an email sequence where I can get some of them? Now, here's the math. 1,000 people got on my email list for free 99. I'm going to send out 153, that's 6, 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm going to send out 200 emails a day, Monday through Friday. I got 1,000 people for free 99. I'm going to send out 200 emails a day. No, I'm not going to manually sit there one by one and send them out. I'm going to use a software that will allow me to type the message, say exactly what I want to say, and hit bulk create or mass send or blast to all contacts that I choose. I'm just going to choose 200 for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Now, out of that 200, proven statistic wise, because all wealth is, all money making is numbers and strategy. So out of that 200, around 30% is going to convert. So that's going to be anywhere from maybe out of 200, I'll say maybe 5 to 6 people is going to say yes out of that 200. If it's a really irresistible offer, maybe 12 might say yes. But proving 6 is going to say yes. Now, what if my product that I'm selling or upselling them is a mentorship or some type of program, course, and community, and it's $997, and 6 people say yes to my 12-month mentorship? On Monday, I just did $6,000. I'm going to wash, rinse, and repeat that on Tuesday. So now I got another 5 to 6 saying yes out of that 200, and I'm going to do another $5,000 to $6,000 on Tuesday. Wash, rinse, and repeat on Wednesday, another $5,000 to $6,000. Now we at $18,000 in 3 days. On Thursday, I'm going to do the same exact thing. Okay? $5,000 to $6,000. And then Friday, I'm going to do the same thing. $5,000 to $6,000. At the end of the week, I'm going to have me $30,000 off an email follow, never ever showing my face. They don't even know who I am. I put something out there in the internet streets, and people whose problem I could solve said, yes, I would like that for free. And then once I got them in my ecosystem, I'm able to speak to them how I want to, offer them what I want to, invite them to what I want to. If they don't want it, they get tired of my emails, it's a simple click, unsubscribe, period. But now, while I'm doing the email sequence for them and that's running on automation, I'm still gathering people. So the following week, I get another 1,000 people. So now I'm able to send out 400 emails because I got 2,000 per day, Monday through Friday. Now I go from doing 5,000 to 6,000 to doing 11,000 to 12,000 a day. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Just let me know. I'm talking about income producing activities. With all of this digital stuff, it has never been easy as it is right now to do you 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. Ask me how I know. I did it. I can do it in my sleep. It's strategy and numbers. You want to know how I do 100,000 in a day? I'll go ahead and plan me a pre-launch. I'll create me a course, and it ain't going to be no 12-month course. I don't do 12-month courses under, and this is on a discount, $10,000. My 12-month mentorship is $25,000, but I'm talking about for somebody just getting started, because when I first got started, ain't no way in the world I could charge no $25,000. I wasn't experienced enough. I charged $1,000. You want to know why? Because for a year of my time, my commitment to you, my expertise, my education, my wisdom, I would make that working a 9 to 5. If I only got 10 people to sign up for that program, I would only make $10,000 for a year. When you can go to Taco Bell and get $30,000 to $40,000, $25,000 to $30,000. So some people are like, that's a lot. No, that's a little. There's people that work in a restaurant job, they get more than $25,000 per year. Nevertheless, my first mentorship was $1,000. Chat GPT itself will tell you, you do not sell no 6-month course, no 3-month course for under $1,000. You just don't do that. For real. So those numbers, especially for somebody who has never, ever did numbers like that, or their mindset won't let them imagine them doing numbers like that, that would seem like a lot. But when I just broke it down to you, got people doing 40,000 a year, 70,000 a year. So for you to charge $1,000 for your time that you're going to commit to them for a year, that's cheaper than the cell phones they walking around on their faces with. And regardless if they paid in full or they did not, and they on a payment plan, they still got to pay what the cost of that phone. An iPhone is $1,200 plus. So I don't let people come and tell me, oh, I can't afford it. Yes, you can. You can't afford to keep staying broke. You can't afford to keep staying in lack. You can't afford to keep worrying yourself. You cannot afford to keep being stressed and anxious. You cannot afford to keep on trading time for money, trading your muscle for money. You cannot continue to do that, because you're going to be depleted of your life. You're going to be deflated. You're still going to be depressed. It's going to cost you more to stay there. So you can afford it. How you can't afford something for your life, the most valuablest, precious possession on planet Earth, is a human being. So much so that God said, I'm going to create them in my image and likeness. And I'm going to let them govern the earth while I govern the heavenlies. I'm going to let them govern the earth. Can't no dog talk. They can make noise, but they cannot speak. Can't no whales talk. Can't no birds talk. Parrots can mimic and mock, but they can't speak. Life and death is in our tongue. That's how powerful we are. We can either call somebody to live, or we can call somebody to, expire with our mouth. Submarine missile, nuclear weapon. That is not the most powerfulest weapon on the planet Earth. It is that pink muscle in your mouth between your gums and your teeth. It's called a tongue. Why do you think communicators get paid so much? Why do you think that? Why do you think motivational speakers get paid so much? Why do you think for you to book somebody that got skin in the game and experience to come over and speak to your audience, you're going to pay them 50 bands, you're going to pay them 100 bands, whatever their fee is, you're going to pay them, and you're going to pay them because you know that they're going to come and move the crowd. I don't care if you ain't got nothing. If you got a mouth, you should be using it. If you got a story, you should be using it. You out here in these streets trying to go to work and work 9 to 5 and grind 10 to 12 and do double time, overtime, working 10 jobs. Open your mouth. Content is the new currency. Do we not realize that people like storytelling? Anything on storytelling goes dumb crazy. It goes viral. Anything with a mukbang where you sitting there eating your food and having a conversation. The wisest man in the Bible, King Solomon, did no physical labor whatsoever. He opened his mouth and was the wealthiest man in history. There ain't been no man as wealthy as him, and ain't gonna be no man as wealthy as him ever, because God said, and all he did was communicate. He wrote songs about trees and birds, about nature. You can't look at the water and get no revelation. There's somebody in Pakistan right now that I know. This brother is bad to the bone, and I respect his hustle. Income producing activities. We're still talking about IPAs. This brother was bad to the bone. You want to know why? Because he said, I ain't got nothing but a cell phone. But I'm finna turn this cell phone into an ATM. And he went to the beach. And he drew a heart. And he wrote, Aaron loves Jessica. And he would go out at a certain time when the waves is going to be coming up over it, and the water's going to go back and it's going to look fresh, and he'd click it. I pull it up right now. This man has made him over 100,000 in day money. You know how romantic that is for some people who don't live by no beach, who want to have something like that framed, hung on their wall for the love of their life. This man is making money. Young lady down in Texas. They have an app right now. Right now. If you got some pretty feet, you got people over there doing $15,000 a month to post photos of their feet. Income producing activities. You ain't gonna never see me on no OnlyFans. I will go drive the taxi cab first. Right? But I don't knock nobody hustle over there because it ain't just all seductive and sexual. Some it's just making a bag. Let me give y'all some game on showing facial pictures. And you know who generated them? AI. I dare you to go to Google right now. I dare you to go to Google right now and look up Little Maquella. She ain't even real, bro. She's worth $1 million. She is a digital influencer. They put her in Paris. They can put her in France. They can put her in Mexico. They can put her in a bikini, in a hood. They can put some Balenciaga on her. She ain't even real. And she's an influencer, and she's worth $1 million. So is Zuzu. She's a digital influencer model. An African, dark, vibrant. They gave the prompt. Give me a picture of a bald, dark, vibrant, young, 25-year-old, slim model. Skin is beautiful. No complexities, no bumps, no nothing. Standing in a long orange, burnt fiery orange, silky dress with some black glasses on, orange lipstick, bright orange lipstick to match the dress, and some orange high heels. And I want her face turned to the side as if she's looking into the distance, and put one of them big summer hats on her head. That picture go crazy. Why? Because people is nosy. Ooh, she's beautiful. Wow, never seen somebody. And she ain't even real. She not even real. Why you ain't out here making you some money? See, life, this is what I've come to realize. Life is a game. You're forever learning. You're going to have obstacles. You're going to have road bumps. You're going to have valleys. You're going to have mountains. But life is a game. And in order for you to play in this game called life, you got to get in and participate. If you be like, yeah, that's too hard, and you count yourself out, you're going to stay stuck right there. Yeah, I just don't have it to advance. You know, like the Mario Kart game. You need certain, certain bonus powers to get an extra life, so that when you die, you don't lose all that work you done. You can just go ahead and hit that little mushroom and grow back up, okay? Before you die and something strike you, you start blinking, letting you know that you're about to get up out of here. But hey, you can re-strengthen yourself. You can make yourself grow bigger. And you can shrink yourself down. You can put yourself in a ball so you get through these obstacles. And you can get yourself a hatchet to break the ice so you can get through the cave. It's all about obstacles. Ain't nobody stuck but the people that want to be stuck. And if your income is stuck, it's because you don't have any income producing activities. Show me your phone. Let me come in your house. Let me see your activities, your daily activities. Let me look on your phone and see how many hours was spent this week on the cell phone. And then let me see your Stripe account, your PayPal, your bank account to see how much money you got paid from TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Income producing activities. Okay? So before I go, y'all know I always got to tell y'all the truth. Because if you don't see it, you ain't going to never see it. If I was a salesman, I would just come out here and just sell y'all something, period. Like, y'all want to buy this? This is what it is. Every time I intend to just sit down and say, I'm going to stick to the script. I'm going to tell them exactly what we have. It's going to be A, B, C, D, and E. And then I'm going to just get out of here. And it's going to be short, sweet, straight to the beat. No, because I'm not a salesman. I'm a servant. I'm here to change your mind. Because if you change your mind, you will change your money. If you change your mind and change your money, you would change your relationships. You would change your position. You would change your zip code. If you change your mind, you change your money, and you change your residence, and you change your friend relationships and your zip codes, then guess what you'll change? You'll change the trajectory of your generation. Your kids won't grow up poor. Your kids won't grow up struggling. Their kids won't grow up struggling if you teach them the right way. That's what life is all about. Making your mark and leaving your footprint in the sand of time. That's what life is all about. We think that we here to twerk and turn up and get with every Tom, Dick, and Harry and mess with every Sue, Jane, and Shirley and have a girl with a fake BBL. You know what I'm saying? We think, and have a boy with or a man with a Rolls Royce, and we think that that's what life is. That's not life. Do you think that God, the creator of everything, including the universe, for those who believe in the universe, okay? Do you think that God would tell you that I'm making you in my image so you can be a boss like I'm a boss? For you to come down here and live like a slave? How many of y'all are tired of the way that you living? Tell the truth in the chat. Got a couple minutes, okay? Tell the truth in the chat. How many of y'all are tired of living the way that you have been living? Do you have life or do you have living? Life is when you wake up every day. You've been granted another opportunity in the lotto of life. You won the Powerball for today. But how many is living? How many got life and they living the life? We're told to live life and life more abundantly. Lack is not abundant. Money don't make you happy, but it will give you peace. Pay them bills and then people ain't hawking you and begging you, and your family will have so much peace. Do you know what the number one cause of divorce and breakups outside of cheating, above cheating? Money. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what we're going to do either. Well, you just sorry, bro. That's why you won't get up and go to work. You got to do it this way, or you work too much. And I don't have enough time for myself, and I'm stuck here with the kids. We need more money. We need a babysitter. Well, I'm doing everything that I can. It's just bickering and arguing. The kids is now dysfunctional. Can you go to my game with me? I can't go right now, buddy. I got to work. You know, like I got to pay the bills. You just got to understand. This is what I got to do. So now you telling your kid, I'm a slave. Something that got so hot and bothered today. My daughter, and if you're watching this, you know I love you, child, but I use life as examples. And they already know. I'm going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. She works at a work from home position. She has to stay in one spot all day from 9 to 6. One spot. You get up to use the bathroom. That's a dock or a bonus unless you did it during break or lunch. Somebody come to her door, they better just be ringing that door. They got a camera on to make sure that you at your desk 24/7. And she just sits there in that position. Or either she'll move to the other side. Can you imagine just sitting on the phone like this all day, just stuck in that position? And if you got to go to the restroom, say, excuse me, I need to go to the restroom. And you 20-something years, 30-something years, 40-something years, 50-something years old. That's insanity. I said, you can't move around at all. No, mama. Not until my break. Listen. If wherever I go, I can't make money, I can't still make an impact and an income, because I do both, impact and income. I don't want it. I done traded too much of my time. I'm 45. What if all God allowed me was 46 years? That means for 20-something years, man, I was on a plantation slave. That's what you put me here to do? Is that what we think God put us here to do? Come on, y'all. Tell me, do you think that God put you here to work all your life and then die? With a retirement, you don't even get to enjoy your retirement. That's scandalous. If you think that, let me lay hands on you. Let me pray for you right now. I don't care if you believe in God or not. I'm here to announce and declare, my God did not put you here in this earth for that. That's not what he did. When he put us in this garden called Earth, he said, be a ruler, till the ground. Everything is here, yours in abundance. Just don't touch that thing right there. That belongs to me. But when he put us here, surrounded us with abundance. He even put gold in the earth before he put human beings in the earth. And they didn't even have to buy nothing. Now we out here just in here in these streets under the Adamic curse. By the sweat of your brow, all the days of your life shall you eat. The devil is a liar. That's not what I was born for. I was born to be a ruler. I'm a God, a little g in the earth that reports to the big G up above. If he say, let there be light, I say, let there be light. If it's darkness, if I say, let there be water, because he said, let there be water, some water better pop out and pop out. If he say that wealth and riches is in my house, I beg to defer if I'm going to have lack and debt up in my house. Do you understand me? If he said, I take pleasure in the prosperity of my servants. Hold on, I'm a servant, so I need to prosper. And if anything don't look prosperous, it ain't you. And I ain't going to accept it. And I ain't going to receive it. And I ain't living my life like that, because that's not what you told me. If you tell me above all things, I pray that you prosper, be in good health, even as my soul prosper. I'm not finna be sick. I'm not accepting sickness. I'm not finna be broke. I'm not borrowing. I am not getting a payday loan. I am not working my abs off, okay, for no paycheck every 2 weeks. You got me messed up. I'm gonna produce my lifestyle that I want to live. And ain't nobody gonna pay me no minimum wage to keep me locked out of my purpose. I want to go all over the world. God made a beautiful world. I want to travel all over the world. I want to see all different shapes, colors, creeds, tribes, kindreds. I want to give clean water where there ain't none. I want to give electricity where the lights is out. I want to build homes for people who ain't got none. That's going to cost money. I beg to defer, Mr. Demon of Poverty, Mr. Devil, if I'm going to live my life and you're going to constrict me like a boa constrictor to what I'm going to be able to do, what I'm going to be able to build, where I'm going to be able to go, what I'm going to be able to drive, where I got to live, I beg to defer. Let me calm down. So y'all can see, I'm not hollering at y'all. I'm making some noise. I'm disrupting them poverty spirits that keep you bound, that keep you unbelieving in a state of being bent over and raped with no Vaseline on. I'm talking to that one that keeps stealing from your kids because you allowing them, stealing from your grandkids because you allowing them. Did y'all see Magic Johnson? Brother got AIDS. And for the right price was able to cure himself and extend his life. Don't tell me money don't answer at all things. You know the difference between Medicaid and the Cancer Treatment Centers of America? Cancer Treatment Centers of America has a 90+ point something success rate. Why? Because you got to pay like you weigh, baby, for the right treatment. But Medicaid, oh yeah, it looks bleak. Send them home to hospice. We'll just keep you comfortable with some pain meds. There's nothing more we could do. I'm so sorry. What? Do you know how many lives could have been prolonged? How many kids didn't have to die with their stomachs swelled up? Because they ain't got clean water. See, I done been in Africa, got dirt sick from drinking what they said was clean water. It was clean to the best of their ability because it wasn't brown. Can you imagine drinking contaminated water? Now you got parasites in your stomach. All this money, so much money. Ukraine them ought to have they ought to have a 100-acre compound with all of the weaponry and machinery and bullets and all of this stuff that the United States and sent them alone. Pumping all the riches out of here into Ukraine, baby. And over there to Israel. While these folks over here is hurting and homeless. I ain't going out like that. That's why I done said it over and over and over again. I'm not finna keep playing with y'all. I've been here like beating the bull for the last 3 or 4 years. You want to learn how to produce some income? I got some programs for you, okay? Are you going to pay me for my time? Yep. Is it going to be affordable? Yep. And ain't none of my programs going to be under $1,000 from here on out. I don't care if it's a workshop. You want to know why? Because you walking around with $1,000 cell phone on your ear. Period. You got $1,000 hanging on your wall called flat screen TVs. Add up your Netflix bill for the year. That $24.99 now, it adds up, baby. They make $6 trillion a month off of their 269 million subscribers. Too many consumers and not enough creators. I'm looking for a tribe of folks that want to create. Period. You can either build with me or buy from me. That's just where I'm at now. If somebody come and give you an opportunity to build with them, you ought to take it. We're going to build together, baby. We're going to bump. At least you have some support. See, the word of God said it's better for two than for one. Because when one falls, the other one can lift up the one that didn't fail. That's what he said. It is not good for man to be alone. Woe unto the man that is alone. They don't got no help. You trying to build something that ain't nobody in your family ever built. You trying to build it by yourself on YouTube, piecing up stuff here and there. It could happen. Don't let me discourage you and tell you that it can't happen. It could happen. But it's going to take you a long time to get there. Hours of research. Hours of sacrifice for you to get there. Or you can just get with a coach to tell you, look, do this. Do that, apply here, put that right there, do that, boom, voila, just run it up now. It's the purpose of a coach. Why do you think an athlete gets a coach? They want to be the best. Why do you think a chef go to chef school and get a coach? Why do you think students and doctors go to medical school to be coached? Why do you think lawyers go to law school to be coached? Why do you think race car drivers go to wherever they go to be coached on how to drive the race car the right way? How to ride a horse the right way? How to win in the Kentucky Derby? Why? Everybody need a coach. You should have a coach for everything. And if you don't, that's the problem. You should have a coach for your mindset coach. You should have a coach for your money, accountability coach. You should have a health coach so they keep you in shape, keep you eating the right type of food. You should have a coach for everything. And the problem is, you don't. That's what the problem is. You want to change something, change your mind. That's what I'm going to say. That's my 45 minutes. Any programs that I got available right now, because I ain't going to go through them. I got to get to my class. Let me tell you something. Can you imagine doing $1 million? I couldn't. I ate out of the trash can. I couldn't. I didn't imagine myself doing $1 million. I thought 1,000 was a lot. 10,000. Woo, that's a lot. 100,000. Oh my, I'm telling you, I'm not flexing on you. I'm not impressing you. You are nobody to impress. No other man is nobody. And I don't say that disrespectfully. No other man or woman is nobody to impress. You want to know why? Because we can all have the same thing. So I don't have to impress you, and you don't have to impress me. We can all have the same thing and just be equal, living your life. Some have more, some have less, but we all got the same opportunity. Everything that I got available, and I'm going to come by here and say it till you can't hear it no more. And then when you don't see it no more, don't come back looking, talking about Dr. T. I'm ready now because I'm going to be gone. Long gone. My time is up. And for those that know, when I say that, they know that I mean that 1,000%. When I say move on, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. You know how many people, after I said government contract, it was a thing in 2022, big, still doing it. Y'all could be getting rich right now. It's an emergency. Everything I was trying to prepare y'all for then, it's an emergency in Texas, Louisiana, and Oklahoma with all them tornadoes, all this weather that still ain't came. They said we supposed to have the most insane hurricane season ever. I showed y'all where people was doing $170,000 in a month in 30 days, where people was doing $300,000 in a month in 2 months. And that could be you. I said, start a transportation business. You don't never got to drive nothing. Just start it on paper and hold it to hurricane season. You will make so much in 1 month. And you ain't even got to drive a truck. You just leverage it. You will make so much in 1 month that will make up for the whole entire year. Don't leave without me. I ain't leaving. Get on a payment plan, brother, if you're serious. If you're serious, get on a payment plan. Let me tell y'all this, and then I got to get up out of here. 1 minute. The most powerfulest thing that I heard, and this changed my mind, changed my life in one of my mentorships, masterclasses. This lady was like, look, I knew that I was at the very bottom and I couldn't go. There was no more room for me at the bottom. I couldn't go lower. So I knew I had to change my life, and here was my opportunity. So she said I had nothing nothing in my bank account, nothing in my purse to even get started. So she said, you know what? If I got to walk, I'm going to sell my car. And I'm going to get started. I'm going to sell my car. When I heard that lady say that, how many of us would do something like that? We'd be like, I ain't got it. I just ain't got it. That lady is a millionaire, travel all around the world speaking, and she uses that same message. That's how I got started. I was tired of being tired. And when you're tired of being tired, you'll become an economist. I ain't got no money. You got a stove. Go to the 99-cent store. Get some cookie dough, some chocolate chips, and some oil. $3, $5 at the most. And start you a cookie factory and ask everybody in the neighborhood to buy a batch of cookies for $5 and watch how far you go. I'll see y'all. Holla.